As we move along from the chapel, on the left you have the Blagdon, formerly the Blue Bell. By 1889 it was the Blagdon Hotel and later the Blagdon Arms. The stables still survive at the rear and have just been re-roofed. Just past the Blagdon we come to Middle Farm. Again, this was one of the 4 central farms, all in the village. This was converted to the plough in the late 70s by Fitzgerald, the brewers. It has now been sold on. The farmhouse is to be converted into 2 apartments for assisted living. Down the cut here was Parkside School. The Church of England National Society formed in 1811 to aid education, helping St Nicholas open its first school in Cramlington. 2 classrooms in a building adjoining the church. 1853, Mrs Shum's Story of Arcot opened Cramlington National School for Girls, with a teacher's house and an endowment of £30 a year. Her house was on the east side of the school, later became the parish hall and is now offices. Eventually, school buildings were taken over by Cramlington Coal Company, then in 1902 by the County Council. In 1885, the fees were 4 shillings and 8 a week. Guardians of schools paid for poor children. When the pits were idle, the fees were reduced to 1 penny a week and abolished when the government took over responsibility for education. In 1902, work began on building the council school, later Parkside, behind the Blagdon. It opened in 1909. The ground floor was for juniors and the upper for seniors. Children from the old schools were transferred here. During the First World War, it was used by soldiers as billets.